We are back. We are freaking back. I'm so stoked about this, you guys. You have no idea. Listen, I hope this video finds you all very happy, very healthy. I hope you guys made it through the quarantines and some of the lockdowns with your families and friends and maybe got to reconnect with some of the things you love. I hope you're all doing well. So thank you for tuning in. Let's get right to it here. 3 promises I always make in every video. Number 1, guys, I'm a non-staffer. This is a non-staff review. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to blow smoke up your rear end. I'm going to tell you the truth. You're going to see good shots, bad shots, and everything in between. Promise number 2. Every ball that I have reviews on, I've had at least 10 games on, so I'm not making snap judgments. I'm actually using these and trying to determine what does well, what does it do well, what does it not do well. So you're going to get that. And rule number 3 for me, promise number 3, guys, is that it's all about honesty. I just want to be honest with you. I want you guys to know that when you watch one of my videos, I'm giving you the full truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help me God. I got an email from a couple guys. They said, hey, we'd really like to see what the bowling ball looks like before you throw it. So there it is right here. Here's the image of this, the Storm Axiom. And let's get to it here. Let's go right through this right now. This first shot here is quite emblematic of what the ball is. This ball, it's got a high flare potential, 5-6 inch potential. And the cover was designed to apparently be the earliest reading Storm cover that they've ever produced. I don't know that I see that, to be frank. To me, it doesn't seem like it moves too early, and actually, I feel like it's a very smooth, very consistent reaction, which really you're going to get that with a symmetric solid, right? You're going to get continuation, you're going to get smooth. Typically, you're going to get just very predictable reactions out of most symmetrical solids. But I will tell you, my favorite symmetric solid to date is the DV8 Poison. Now, granted, I took 18 years away from the game. I came back in December of 18, so just right at the very end of December. So basically January of 2019, after 18 years away. And that was one of the first balls I bought. I thought, well, I got to start somewhere. So I thought it looked cool, and I bought it, and I ended up loving it. I actually love that ball still. I have 2 of them undrilled in my basement. But this ball is rapidly becoming one of my favorites. After, I've got about 20 games on this ball now, 22, somewhere in there. I had this several weeks before it came out. So I had a chance to use it quite a bit. I had a chance to use it in league. I had a chance to use it in a competitive league. I had a chance to use it open bowling. I put a lot of games on it, and I've been very, very impressed with how good this ball is. And you see this shot here. The continuation of this ball is really good. It's not the 900 Global Equilibrium, which is easily the most continuous ball that I've ever thrown, but the continuation here is fantastic. If you've watched any of my videos, that I like to see the ball finishing to the left. I like to see it finishing, at the 8-pin or near the 8-pin. And really, this ball does that quite frequently. This shot on the day that I shot this video was kind of heavy, to be blunt. It was a pretty heavy shot. But the motion, what's interesting here is the motion of the ball didn't really change. And the ball looks like this. As you see it here, with exception of that really bad, super lucky. I don't know how you throw a shot that bad and get a result that good. I guess I got to thank the bowling gods on that one. But the reaction never changes. It just really does what it does. And I think, in all of my reviews, I try to give you kind of a hallmark of what the ball does well. What does it do well? And frankly, what this ball does well is it's just consistent. The movement, the motion is always pretty much the same. I've thrown it down and in, and it's not a ball that I'm going to swing a lot because it just doesn't have that capability for me. For perhaps a slower speed or a mid-speed guy, I could see this really working well in that scenario. For me, though, it just doesn't quite work there. But what you're seeing here is really its wheelhouse. Just these, giving it 10, 12 boards and letting it do its thing. I mean, this is just a really excellent piece, and I am very, very impressed with this ball. You know, I'm no Storm fanboy at all. Strangely, I have 3 of them in my main bag, and you'll see that in a minute. But I'm no Storm fanboy, but these last couple of pieces have really been impressive. So we finish out 242, and after 60 days off, some misses and some bad shots, I kind of would expect that of myself. So no surprise there, but the ball just performs, you know, it really does just perform. So does it make the bag, and is it the main bag or one of the totes? Well, it's going in the main bag, in case you couldn't tell. This thing is one of my favorites. It is money. Grade here is an A+. So let's check out this grade sheet. Okay, so appearance I know is subjective. Some of you like this, some of you don't. I'll try to get better at this, but appearance to me, it looks fantastic. Great looking ball, 5 points. Reliability, if you're new to the channel, so reliability for me is the motion that is built into this ball. Is that a reliable motion to strike with? And the answer here is yes. Emphatically yes. Repeatability is, if I do the same thing over and over and over, is it going to do the same thing? And the answer here is yes. Occasionally you might get an outlier that will move a little more than others, but that happens with any ball, really. It finishes very, very well through the pin deck. I really like that it usually finishes to the left. And then the hitting power. This thing is a truck. It really does get through the deck super, super tough. So 24 points here and an A+. It's one of the highest rated balls I've done so far. So what is in my main bag? Well, let me show you what's in the main bag. First things first, and this ball is just a great piece too. It's one of my favorites, is the Volt. Solid, fantastic piece. This is the Phase 3 right here, Storm product. Didn't like this ball initially. Changed surface, and now I love it. And now we've got the Venom Shock Pearl, which I've got a couple undrilled in my basement and will be there. This is going to stay in the bag for quite some time. Here's the Omega Crux, which I loved right off the bat. This ball is, with exception of the cinnamon, I hate cinnamon. And then obviously the Axiom. This ball is in there. So blueberry muffin and all, I love it. So let me show you what's in the totes. I do a couple of totes. I do a light to medium oil tote and a heavy tote. And the light to medium oil is the stuff that I'll use when it's a lighter shot, maybe a little spotty, maybe there's some weird things going on. I'll pull this out. So we've got the After Dark Hybrid, which I did a review on. Really good ball. This is the Intel, which needs no introduction. It's one of Radical's best pieces to date, from my understanding. And then the Venom Shock, which is the OG Venom Shock, and I love it. It's a great ball. This is the medium to heavy tote now. This is the stuff that I'll use when the shot requires a bigger, stronger, more powerful ball. So we've got the 900 Global Volatility, which I did a review on. It is fantastic. The Halo Vision, and I'm doing a review on this. We'll do Halo versus Halo versus Halo. That's going to be really cool. So check that out. And then the Conspiracy, which I've joked that you can get about 8 to 10 boards out of, even on ice, because that thing, I don't know how you would ever not have that ball hook. Anyway, so what's next? What's coming at you? What's the next ball review? Check it out. I'll show you. That looks pretty, doesn't it? That right there, my friends, is the Ebonite Allure. This is, I can't wait to show you this one. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's a good ball. Really, really impressed with it. So I want to say thanks to Arapahoe Bowling Center for allowing me to come in and do what I do. Really appreciate it. Of course, Bobby's Pro Shop. He's one of the best in Denver. If you're around the area, you're looking for equipment, make sure you go see Bobby. He's a great guy, always willing to help. And treats customers with a lot of respect. So I want to say thanks to you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe for the latest stuff. Got questions, comments, any of that? Email me right there, freeagentbowler@yahoo.com. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it. Next review is coming real quick.